Hi guys, Steve Blackard back at the range again with another antique firearms video. I've looked over my videos, my YouTube channel, and I realized I'd forgotten to do one on what is perhaps one of the most iconic rifles of the 19th century, and that is the Winchester Model 1873. Now, there's probably been more books, more articles, and more videos done on the 1873 Winchester than just about any other rifle in history. It's one of the most popular rifles. So I'm not going to tell you anything you don't already know or can't learn in many other places. But I just thought I'd show you this one. This one was made in 1891. It's in 4440, or as Winchester's nomenclature was, a 44 Winchester centerfire cartridge. The 4440 name actually came from other companies because they didn't want to put Winchester centerfire or WCF on their guns, so they kind of got renamed the 4440 as something a bit more generic. Now, the 73 is probably considered in its day the most perfect repeating rifle ever designed. It developed from the early Jennings and volcanic rifles to the Henry rifle to the Model 1866 Winchester, and then to the Model 1873. And with this one, they really did perfect it. They have, it is a powerful centerfire cartridge. It's solid, it's reliable, it's accurate. It's got a safety interlock in the trigger. It really was a perfect rifle, and it was extremely popular in the late 1800s. In fact, it was so popular they made over 720,000 of these rifles. Well, when the model 1892 Winchester came out, that rifle was lighter, it was smoother, but it took the same cartridges: the 44 Winchester centerfire, the 38 Winchester centerfire, the 3220. It shot the same cartridges, and Winchester just assumed that would replace the Model 1873 because it was a better rifle all the way around. John Browning's design, it was just excellent, and it was a fine rifle. But what they found out was that the public loved the Model 1873, and they received a lot of letters that said, we want to continue to buy an 1873. We don't want to go to that new 1892 model. So surprisingly, Winchester continued to produce this rifle up through 1919. Some sources say all the way they were still shipping them out up to 1923. So for around 30 years, the Model 1873 was produced at the same time as the Model 1892, which shot the same cartridges. So it's kind of hard to believe now, but that just shows how popular these rifles were and what a wonderful design they really are. Now, over the last 50 some odd years, there's been a lot of reproductions of the Model 1873. Some were made in Japan, which are really good. There was quite a few different ones made in Italy over the years. Most are pretty good. There's a few that weren't so good. But it just, again, shows how popular these rifles are. But, I've got some reproduction rifles. I've got some Italian rifles, and they're nice. They're really nice. But there is something about an original rifle. To be able to hold this in your hand, to feel that smooth, well-worn metal, to think of all those who carried this rifle before you, and to shoot it is just a lot of fun. And you just can't get that out of a reproduction rifle. And these rifles are very common, relatively speaking. You find them at gun shows and all the usual online places, both rifles and carbines and many special order types. But the standard ones are really quite popular, and are still quite common to find. So, it's something that if you ever have the opportunity, if you're really wanting one, don't hesitate to buy an original. They're still very good. They're safe to shoot. Have one inspected, make sure it's all the internals are in good shape. But they're wonderful rifles, and there's just nothing like shooting an original Model 1873 Winchester. So I'm out here at the range today. I've got some steel plates set up, so we're just going to take a few shots with it and see if I can hit these plates. So I'm just going to load 5. I said 5, I actually got 6 here, so we'll go ahead and load 6. What the heck. All right, here we go. You know, I had to miss the last one. Well, that's the model 1873 Winchester carbine. This one was made in 1891, so it's what, 131 years old, and it shoots great. It still shoots a lot better than I can. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hey, please like the video if you enjoyed this and subscribe to my channel, and I'll have some other ones coming out soon. Take care.